hey guys, break it up, break it up. My God, hey guys, it's not that serious. My God, it's not that serious.
Pasha Afshar is a two-stroke mad scientist. This is his proven KTM 150 two-stroke, and going against it is a brand new Yamaha YZ150. This is the race-winning bike that I took to the top of the class at the World Two-Stroke Championship just a few months ago, and this is the Yamaha platform that Pasha built up to compete against the race-winning bike. Both bikes are blinged out to the max, and many of the same components are used on the orange bike and the blue bike. Both have Ride Engineering triple clamps and Ride Engineering linkages. Both have Coppersmith forks. They both have ASV levers, Guts Racing seat covers, Electron carburetors fueling the engines. Of course, Chris Heinrich did the engine on both bikes. Now here's where it gets different. KTM, a 144cc platform. The Yamaha went a little bit bigger, 155 cc's built into this Yamaha YZ two-stroke. Both have FMF pipes, Throttle Syndicate graphics, Rinaldi tires, and lots of other factory bits into these bikes. Pasha is in charge of the two-stroke revolution in Southern California, and you're known for bright and fast bikes, mostly KTMs though. What inspired you to build up this Yamaha?
Originally, I'm a Yamaha guy. I grew up on Yamahas. I even have a little Yamaha tattoo. But it's not fake that the KTMs, the Austrian bikes, came out to be just better bikes for the moment, you know what I mean? They just built better bikes. Yamaha's kind of been the same for many, many years, as we all know. They haven't changed it that much. It's the only Japanese bike that makes a two-stroke right now, 125. So I always had a little secret passion, could I ever get a Yamaha to compete with one of these KTMs? So when the chance came up and I got this 2024 Yamaha YZ125, I figured let's start going crazy on it and build it and put everything I learned on the KTM with the long rod and everything, bring it onto the Yamaha and see if the package will work. And I think we got it. I think we actually have a Yamaha that can hang and beat or race with KTMs. All three brands, yeah. The Gas and the Husky.
Wow, that was easily the fastest YZ125 I have ever ridden. And we've ridden a bunch of 125s. We've ridden Mike Alessi's championship winning YZ134 big bore. We've ridden Pro Circuits, Ryan Villapoto spec 125s. We've ridden other 144 from Yamaha. But most of the time when you're talking big bore 125s, you're talking KTM. And this time Pasha went all out with the YZ125 into a YZ155. And that thing was pretty wild. Chris Heinrich built the engine, and he's got an Apex head on the YZ125, long rodded, board stroked, everything inside of there. The long rod was from Crankworks, electron carburetor on both bikes. The KTM, standard stroke, but it did have a big bore out to 144 cc's. Ezra Lewis, our most stylish test rider, we were proud and happy to have him back for the day after he's been slaving away in the suspension department at REP. And what was your first impression of the Yamaha?
It's the fastest YZ125 that I've ever ridden, and I've ridden them a lot. I grew up on them from 15 to 17 years old, spent a lot of time on them. They were never this fast, so this was a treat for me and kind of relived my childhood.
Coming into this test, I knew that the KTM 150 was going to be good. I already raced that bike the last couple years at the World Two-Stroke Championship. So I knew that one was way up here, and Pasha's been telling me for weeks now about how fast this YZ150 was. I expected it to be good, but I honestly didn't expect it to be as close to the KTM as it was. You rode it most of the time. What did you think of it, Ezra?
Right out of the get-go, I actually thought the Yamaha was faster, and I was more comfortable in the KTM, but I felt like I was able to go faster on the Yamaha. It was just right away off the bottom, fast.
But what about mid-range, top end?
Mid-range to top, I like the KTM better, but I had to work harder to get there.
Nice. So I jumped on both bikes as well. Switching back and forth here at Glen Helen. We had the place to ourselves. It's just beautiful to listen to two-stroke music when you have the track nice and quiet for you. The Yamaha YZ125, you're right, it does pick up super fast off the bottom, and then in the mid-range, you can definitely feel the KTM start to pull a little bit. And both bikes, though, pulled fourth gear up the hill. I'm 175, you're same range?
170.
170. Fourth gear up the hill. We're both drifting the corner in third, shifting to fourth going up the hill. That's pretty impressive for a 125 platform. So KTM still edged it out as far as raw speed for me, but it is crazy impressive. The Pasha now has another 150 within his arsenal to line up at the World Two-Stroke Championship that is now competitive with the orange bikes. Pretty cool. Pasha Afshar is in charge of putting big money into the World Two-Stroke Championship, World Vet Championships as well. That one's coming up soon. This video was all about burn blasting and two-stroke music. Thankful to have this guy in front of the camera again, but if you want a full in-depth review of these bikes, be sure to check out the November issue of Motocross Action Magazine. Thanks to Chris Heinrich for building these engines. Thanks for Pasha for letting us have some fun. See you guys in the next one.